Thank you for joining me on Million Mile Astrocartography. I'm Tamara, and I break down how locations shape your experiences, decode the energy of your name and birthday, and tap into intuitive messages to help you move with clarity and intention. And this morning, I woke up with a Bible verse I was guided to. This doesn't happen very often, so when it does, there's always a relevant message there. And the verse that I was guided to was 1 Samuel chapter 1, verse 6. So I'm going to read that. And her adversary also provoked her sore, for to make her fret, because the Lord had shut up her womb. And as he did so, year by year, when she went up to the house of the Lord, so she provoked her. Therefore she wept and did not eat. Then said Elkanah, her husband, to her, Hannah, why weepest thou? And why eatest thou not? And why is thy heart grieved? Am I not better to thee than 10 sons? Hannah's prayer. So Hannah rose up after they had eaten in Shiloh, and after they had drunk. And now Eli the priest sat upon a seat by a post of the temple of the Lord. And she was in bitterness of soul, and prayed unto the Lord, and wept sore. And she vowed a vow, and said, O Lord of hosts, if thou wilt indeed look on the affliction of thine handmaid, and remember me, and not forget thine handmaid, but wilt give unto thine handmaid a man-child, then I will give him unto the Lord all the days of his life, and there shall no razor come upon his head. And it came to pass, as she continued praying before the Lord, that Eli marked her mouth. Now Hannah spake in her heart only. Her lips moved. Now Hannah, she spake in her heart, only her lips moved, but her voice was not heard. Therefore Eli thought she had been drunken. And Eli said unto her, How long wilt thou be drunken? Put away thy wine from thee. And Hannah answered and said, No, my lord, I am a woman of sorrowful spirit. I have drunk neither wine nor strong drink, but have poured out my soul before the Lord. This made me think about my childhood and the background that I grew up in, strictly religious. So you may have also grown up in a strictly religious household where you question the beliefs that were held. The beliefs may have been so strict that it guided you towards your own relationship with God. And this week, you could be seeing exactly how God works in your life this week. Your prayers, your cries for help, they've not fallen on deaf ears. So we're going to do a week ahead reading to just tap into the energy of what is working, what's moving behind the scenes, how God is working and showing up in our lives. So where is God meeting you? This could be, the Holy Spirit, God, whatever deities that you pray to. How are you being met this week? What area of your life is most active with divine presence? Stormy. That really is an expansive statement of whatever is troubling you, whatever is worrying you, whatever is not sitting right, allowing you to have peaceful rest at night. That situation could be a career, it could be your finances, it could be your relationships with your family, your kids, your significant other. It could be health. whatever it is that is keeping you from feeling joy in this present moment, that's where God's presence is most active in your life. What are you being shown? Any signs, realizations, truths being revealed? What's being shown? That there's always a way, in fighting spirit, not to give up. Your story is not over. You have not lost the battle. With this there's always a way card, she's busting through a wall and there's light coming from the other side. There's a brighter day. Something to look forward to, hope. Strength and courage also come to mind. And with fighting spirit, sometimes when we're in the middle of the storm, it can be really hard to see your way out or how you're going to navigate a situation, but know that all storms come to an end. And this is saying not to give up. Okay, before we go on, I want to just see if there's any other information we need to know about these cards. Any other messages about Stormy? Mountain Road. You are on the road to success. Look how okay. And hills, obstacles to overcome. I was gonna say both of these cards show like a curving, looks kind of daunting path that goes along with Stormy. And so yeah, what could be happening right now could look bleak. It could look like a situation where there's just no end in sight. Any one wrong move could cause you to fall off of a cliff or lead to a disaster. But look where this is headed in the background. There's sun. Sun usually represents vitality, life force, energy, joy, happiness. Lobster, financial pinch. So this Stormy situation could be related to finances or lack of finances, causing a lot of stress. Stork, news of a birth or a new business opportunity. This lack of finances may be making it hard for you to really enjoy what is being birthed into your life, whether that's a new baby. It can be really stressful when you're going from, that is like a complete life change. You could go from 0 kids to 1, or 1 to 2, or 4 to 5. But babies aren't free. They cost a lot of money. So some people can really be stressed out about even something as joyous as a new baby, if they're trying to figure out how to make it work financially. A business opportunity is another time when somebody's going through a very huge transition, but sometimes it takes money to start a business too. So if you're in a financial pinch and you're trying to start up a brand new business, that can be a period of a stormy period too. Or your thoughts this could be a call to examine the thoughts that you have and turn those thoughts around, because there is a way. It might take you fighting off a negative mindset to see opportunities are waiting for you, that there are opportunities. This is door. This could be in the form of things that you have never done before, and so that could be kind of daunting or fear inducing. For example, when you register for a small business, your state could send you an email that says, here's resources, here's some free resources to help your small business succeed. And you look at those free resources and there's videos, links to like 90 videos on how to grow your business, tried and true methods that have been researched. But instead of looking at that opportunity as, oh wow, look at this, resource that I have now that I can really benefit from, you may be stressed out by the fact that there's 90 videos to get through. It might not seem like, such a great thing when it's presented in a way that seems overwhelming. Or it might be a call for you to step out of your comfort zone and do something that you haven't had to do before, like contact a bank for a loan, or apply for a grant, or pitch an idea to help get support for your business. I, psychic ability, trust your intuition, and pineapple, reconciliation. These two things kind of remind me of someone who may have psychic abilities, but may feel plagued by their psychic abilities. They may feel like it ostracizes them or makes them a target, and that can lead to stormy thoughts. But with the pineapple here, reconciliation, it's coming into a place of self-acceptance, self-love about who you are, and not worrying about what someone else thinks. How can we draw closer to God this week? What can we do to draw closer to God? Be authentic. Be authentic really talks about kind of what we said back here. If you've got something that you feel you're ashamed of, it causes stormy thoughts, this is a call to embrace your unique self. Take off the mask. Stop trying to be what you think people want you to be. Act how you think people want you to act. And be who God created you to be. And when you do that, peace returns to your life. That's how you can draw closer to God, is to be authentic. 11 could be a significant number. Rainbow. The most difficult part of a situation is over. Usually after a storm, a rainbow appears. You know what? I saw a rainbow last week, and then I had a dream about a rainbow. So in the dream, I saw fragments, like 6 fragments of a rainbow. And it looked kind of like this. And even the rainbow that I saw when I was driving last week was like a fragment of a rainbow. But in the dream, I had drove past like these fragments of the rainbows, and they were all on the ground. And then as I got further away, it took the shape of a triple rainbow. So like a rainbow and then a small one and then a larger one above that one, and then a third massive one above that one, and the very small one, the most inner rainbow, underneath it, it had like this bright white color, kind of just like that looked like a portal. Like you could drive through it into a whole new world. This is really kind of giving me the message that being authentic is going to lead you into a whole new world. And the most difficult part of being authentic is taking the first step to actually do it. Embracing who you are. Not worrying about what judgment is going to be cast on by somebody who probably isn't even, being authentic themselves. You just can't even imagine what's going to open up for you when you cross that threshold. So that's the next question. What unfolds when you trust this process? What's unfolding when you trust this process? Okay, so the day that you decide you want to change, it may require you to set healthy boundaries. And it's going to lead to perfect moments. So, being authentic, you make the decision that you live your life the way that you want to live it. You set boundaries with people. You will see perfect moments. I'm going to read from the book for perfect moments. I always put this book right in front of my face and can never find it. Alright, I almost turned right to the page. Perfect moments. Perfect moments are different for all of us. For some, it's the moment when the sunlight caresses exposed skin on an exotic beach. For others, it's an instance of deep understanding between themselves and someone they love. Even enjoying a perfectly brewed cup of tea, sitting in your favorite spot, encompassed by the stillness of the early morning, is capable of becoming a paradisial experience. This card is an indication that you could be experiencing more enchanted instances in your life. They exist and are present, but you do not recognize them for what they are. And a perfect moment can be simply an everyday occurrence of intense gratitude and love. Unlike what society has taught us, they do not need to be solely reduced to a few big milestones in your lifetime. In fact, they shouldn't. After all, why limit the number of occasions of pure bliss in your life? Childlike wonderment is often forgotten as we mature and grow older. Paying attention to the little things can get lost along the way as we drag our attention from our computer screens to the screens of our phones to the next chore that needs to be done, never leaving any room for emotions of admiration. Disconnect yourself from your responsibilities and the web. There still will be waiting for you upon your return. While perfect moments happen randomly, you can also call them forward towards you. Firstly, as mentioned, by being present and making room for these experiences. Secondly, by accepting that nothing is entirely flawless, but you may still view it as perfect for you. Without the need to fix or airbrush your experience of life, that's to be authentic. You will begin to have many more moments that connect you to boundless love and euphoria. Perfect moments are what you allow them to be. Open your heart and let it all in. So wherever you are this week, you are not being overlooked, you are being guided, you are being seen, and you are being met. This is the message for the week ahead. I thank you for joining me. If this message resonated with you or someone you know, hit that like button and feel free to share this message. May your line elevate your shine, and I'll see you in the next message.